From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And got his man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45. Z. Slow.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Buying time to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here you go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Kansas City set to get the football, the #1 seed, rolling over the Colts last weekend. Now they get New England, and because, of course, they're the #1 seed, Charles, they're going to get them at home. And they look so good against the Colts. It was like they were angry of all that Chiefs can't win at home talk.
Yeah, and think about their head coach, Andy Reid. Remember, he was 1-4 in Kansas City in playoff games. People keep talking about you win a lot of regular season games. When is that going to translate to the postseason and possibly getting to the Super Bowl? Well, they move on in an impressive way over the Colts. And now what a matchup. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, but they get them at home in Arrowhead Stadium.
Yes, sir. Popcorn, please. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. So. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. So. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90. So.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here just at the quarterback position are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the regular season. It was 43-40, the win for the Patriots in Foxborough. But Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Sweat and egg.
Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. 20. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here you go. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Justin Houston not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. D. Ford. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back at the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's what I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan, to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be different if they met again. Here's his opportunity this Sunday.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a 1st down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it is.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody could hear my smile on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. So.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Left. Z.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. But Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3-5. Ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that 3rd NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the future looks good for Dallas. I also like what they're building in terms of Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott on offense. But how about on defense? They got 2 of the better young linebackers in the league, and Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Build around them and watch for the Cowboys to be in the mix in years to come.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Done. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Here you go. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And Beasley with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 48.
On second down, Prescott again. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big
blitz coming, and down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45. So. Zing, 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 zing. Zing, 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 zing. So.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
46.
Prescott on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second down, Prescott. going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Switch it, hey. Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. So. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Randy Gregory in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Left.
And the blitz does come. And the pressure gets to him again. You thought we'd see pressure. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be very aggressive in that type of a situation, and that's what they call getting home, because home is where the quarterback is.
And where the heart is.
And that heart just got shattered in 1,000 pieces.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ace.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. David Irving in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The give is to Elliott. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go, get out.
On second down. Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we will get a timeout. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He was looking for Watkins that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
46. 46. Woo. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Spencer Ware, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense a good chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Swing on the field, right. Switch it, hey. Hey, 47. Done. Done. Go, get out there.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On second down, Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run. It's Williams. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
46. Here we go, 46. Gun. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Prescott now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. And again, it's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go deep for beat. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
47. Go. Get out there. 26.
Again to Elliott. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. 26.
He'll get it up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here you go. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And now running right through it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Swerve. Hey. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Switch. Gun. 41's the whip.
Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here you go. 46, 46.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
46. Good. 26.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Gun. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here we go, 46. 41's the whip. Hey, we're going right there. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Here we're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46. Good. 26.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Prescott looks to throw on first. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Now Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
47.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets it down to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z.
On third down, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Second down, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
46. Here we go, 47.
This is Elliott. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, I hearken back to the first half, Charles, and I see the look on your face. You're thinking the same thing. They had that opportunity to take the 3. They went for it on 4th in the first half, didn't get it. That could loom large.
So if they had taken the 3, successfully kicked the field goal, they'd only need a field goal now. That's what we were talking about when we mentioned it on that drive.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Kill.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Mahomes on third, and that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Here we go, 46. Got it. Here you go.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Switch. Switch is 8. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Again, it's Williams. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Butker able to put this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now here come the Cowboys. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get him ring.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll run with Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20. Three-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards. The first carry now. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it. They are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
4 down, check, 4 down. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Zing, 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 zing. Zing, 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 zing.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here we go, 47. Here you go. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease. And
he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Switch, hey. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the toss, here's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let him get anywhere and made him kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And the kick by Butker is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Number 46. 46. Let's go, get out. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go, 46. Got it. Let's go, get out. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Black 58, Royal. Black 58.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Elliott. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Swing number 10, right. To the right. 46.
Prescott from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A good pickup there, a 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. On second down, here's Mahomes. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. David Irving busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
You go 46, 46.
A first down throw for Prescott, escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
46. 46, 46. You go 47. 26. 26.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
41 for Will. Under. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out. Here you go. 26.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 41's the will.
Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3. But they're going to file it away for the future.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, switch. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, 488. Here we go, 46. Switch, and 8. Let's go, let's finish now. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Got it. Then we'll go into 53. 56.
Now Prescott. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender,